Welcome back to the Barguments Sports Desk. I'm your host, PFT. We are on to the second round, and we've got a matchup here that'll peel paint off the wall. That's right, the two Boston accents of Coley Mick and Dave Portnoy. Now, Coley's filling in for Clem, who you'll remember beat Fran in the first round, but Clem couldn't make it in for round two, so tag teamed right in Coley. This is going to be a good one. They are debating who is the GOAT sports debater of all time. Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith. Welcome back to Barguments, presented by Buffalo Wild Wings. We are here in the second round. We've got a matchup of the Titans, Dave against Coley. Coley's actually filling in for Clem, who won his first round matchup, but then Clem doesn't like to take trains. He's scared of whatever the opposite of heights is, he's scared of that, so he can't ride on a train. So he's not here, but Coley's filling in, and today we got a really nice topic. It is, who is the GOAT sports debater of all time, Skip Bayless or Stephen A. Smith? So Dave is the number one seed. So Coley's going to go first. Coley, who is the GOAT sports debater?
I mean, it has to be Stephen A. Smith. I mean, he dominates the New York radio market. I mean, he's just been doing it my entire life, starting with Slava Medvedenko. The man's a walking meme. Hates the weed, law-abiding citizen. He's a booty-legged hitman, much like myself. Skip had to go to a different network. He got a large bag, I'll give him that. But he's also drawing 1 million less viewers than Paw Patrol at the very same time. And if it weren't for Shannon Sharpe, no one would even be watching him right now. So everywhere he goes, he gets dwarfed by someone far more talented than he.
If a frog had pockets, it would carry a knife in him and stab the spider before it tried to eat him. I think I said that actually correctly.
You did.
So Dave, your rebuttal to Coley.
Well, that's a curious take on Shannon Sharpe dwarfing Skip Bayless. In fact, his argument is exactly how I'd make my argument. We're still talking about Skip. He's still in this debate on a channel that 99% of the general public doesn't even know what it is on the dial. They don't even know they get FS1. We're still putting him in this. The show, what did the ratings do when he left? They tanked. They went way down. Basically, the show became nothing once Stephen A. didn't have Skip to playoff. We still talk about Skip more than Stephen A. He's on social media. He's on Twitter. His LeBron takes. He has still managed to be on basically his own network. Nothing to support him. He's still in this debate. He's omnipresent. He's everywhere. He tweets, people talk about it. I don't see any of that from Stephen A. It's Skip Bayless by himself carrying the Skip Bayless banner everywhere he goes.
Rebuttal, right?
Your rebuttal, yeah.
It was an interesting thing you said about First Take because people forget this. First Take used to be called Cold Pizza, and that was changed because it was so bad. That was just Skip Bayless saying ridiculous things about Troy Aikman. And then they brought Stephen A. on there. That's when Skip Bayless's career really soared to new heights. So Skip is not even on Twitter right now if it weren't for the life Stephen A. Smith breathed into him back when they made the change from Cold Pizza to First Take.
All right, Dave, I'll give you one more rebuttal.
Yeah, I think that's a good argument, a fair
agree.
argument.
Bargument.
But we're in the present tense. So when you put the two GOATs together, one excelled, one got the bag, one went to the other network, one has continued now to be the prime. If you ask somebody who has the greatest takes, who's the best talker out there, Skip Bayless is the name people think. I think Skip Bayless has made this an industry. He is the top leader that you strive to be.
Can you ask me who I think gives the best takes?
Who do you think gives the best takes?
PFT commenter.
All right, that's the end of this round of Barguments. I'm going to award this to Dave. That was a nice bit of sucking up at the end. Honestly, it sounded a little desperate on your part, Coley, when you did that. I was leaning towards you.
I believe it.
You know what? Treat them like mud, they'll stick to you like glue. That's a little tip for you there. I'm going to give this one to Dave. I think his argument about us still talking about Skip Bayless to this day, he has proven to be bigger than just the ESPN brand right now.
And he's adapted to real time. Like, he gets those tweets out before the play's even done. He has an unbelievable
one thing. I'd like to see Skip Bayless weigh in on the butt versus boob debate like Stephen A.
That's
did.
what I mean. It's more versatile. Stephen A's all over the place.
Skip Bayless, who knows where
Skip
he's
Bayless,
like it.
probably on the weed.
Yeah, probably on that weed. Now he's out in California getting all tan.
The
So,
master
all right.
versus the apprentice.
So, Coley, congratulations.
Shut up. I almost said you when you asked that question.
Is to eat this very, very blazing hot wing from Buffalo Wild Wings.
I heard it's a delicious blazing hot buffalo
It's
wing.
very blazing, very hot. Enjoy. We'll see you next time on Barguments. Welcome back to the Barguments Sports Desk. I'm your host, PFT. I've got my beer, I've got my wings, I've got my coffee, my stimulants, and my depressants, mixing them together. My body's a tornado of activity. I don't know what's going on, but I do know we're on to the second round. and we've got Jeff Lowe going up against Riggs. Now they're going to be arguing a classic, probably the original sports debate of all time. Whose dad could beat up the other guy's dad? Welcome back to Barguments, presented by Buffalo Wild Wings. We got Jeff Lowe and we got Riggs. They advanced past some very easy first-round matchups against Francis and Big Cat, respectively, two of our weaker debaters. But this round, it's a match of the Titans, and we got a really hot topic. It is whose dad could beat up the other guy's dad. So, Riggs, you are a 15 seed, so you're going to go first.
Jeff, I want to start by asking you a couple questions.
Okay.
First question I want to ask you, are you familiar with the Hazelwood Varsity Football Big Stick Award?
Nope.
Okay. Jeff, where does your dad like to vacation? You go golfing or something like that?
Yeah, he's a golfer.
Okay. I'll pull out a picture for you, Jeff. You know where this is, Jeff?
Nope.
This is in Siberia. This is the last vacation my dad took. Can you describe that creature there, Jeff?
It's a bear.
This is a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Okay? What's it look like my dad's doing?
That's definitely your dad.
That's 100% my dad. He's competing against grizzly bears for the best salmon in Siberia. Now, while your dad's out golfing, that sounds cute, Jeff. That's great. It sounds sweet. I like to golf. Golf's great. You know all that rage that I've got built up inside me that you guys see around the office?
Of course.
My dad is a psychopath more than I am. Okay? Not only would he beat up your dad, he'd beat the fuck out of him, take a plane, go to Siberia, and start fishing with grizzly bears.
All right.
Good luck.
So just to remind you, the name of this competition is not my dad could beat up me. It's my dad could beat up your dad. So let's try to keep that in mind. A lot of questions
didn't know
from
that.
Riggs on that one.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's very interactive, but this is a debate show, not a interrogation. Your response?
I know your dad won like the One Hit Wonder Award. I don't know.
Big stick, Hazelwood football.
Okay, so my dad did play high school football. No awards, that's fine. Yeah, he plays golf, but my dad has also lived in every corner of the country, and it's more than just one hit. It's about learning different styles. California, Texas, you know, Texas high school football, Friday Night Lights. Again, my dad all over the place. It's not just about that one hit, that one time in high school.
No, he's a cultured travel guy. Those guys are tough always.
Okay, yeah, your rebuttal to him.
I actually rest my case.
Okay.
I did too.
All right. Well, it comes down to me. That's okay. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and I'm okay with that. I am going to award this round to Jeff. Now, if the competition was whose dad could beat up more fish, I would go with Riggs' dad.
That's fair.
One thing Riggs didn't realize, his father's a slender man, a skinny guy in that river, especially compared to the bear.
You use a lot of weight when you're in Siberia.
Yeah, well, if you take a picture of your dad standing next to a bear, guess what? Your dad's going to look small. So Jeff, maybe smartly, did not bring a visual aid for his dad, so I hereby declare that Jeff Lowe's dad could beat up Riggs' dad. That is this round of Barguments over, and the punishment, Riggs, enjoy a blazing wing.
Wow. I'm going to beat up this wing right
Eat
now.
the entire thing.
Shit, it's really hot.
This has been Barguments, presented by Buffalo Wild Wings. All right, so my dad could kick the shit out of both of their dads. My dad played basketball, football. One time he caught 4 touchdowns in a game as a tight end in high school. He played tennis. We don't count that one. That's not really a sport. He played basketball, all of these in college. I don't know. Actually, he's probably not my real dad if that's what he did, and then I'm just this. Shit.